Hey, this is John Carlos, and I'm here with a review of the Diamond Select action figure of Dante Hicks from CLERKS. Now, just talking about the sculpt, this is a pretty basic figure because it's not Thor, he's not wearing a lot of crazy armor, he's like a dude, he's in pants and a shirt. And as far as sculpting something like that goes, I think Diamond Select did a pretty good job honoring Dante's look from the film. Now, if you go in for a closer look here, we can just take a quick look at the joints, because there's the single elbow joint, there's a swivel at the wrist, there is a ball hinged shoulder, there's a ball joint for the head, although the range of motion on it's pretty weak. I mean, he can turn left and right, but as far as like tilting, you don't really get much action out of it. What's cool is there's a ball joint that appears inside the torso here, so he can not only kind of lean forward and back, but he can kind of tilt left and right. There's a double hinge for the top of the leg forward, and then the side to side action, double knee joint, and then a swivel at the boot, and a hinge slash swivel at the bottom, at the ankle. For the most part, the paint on this is pretty solid as far as like his shirt goes. The sculpting of like the wrinkles of his shirt, the wrinkles of his sleeves all look good. Double knee joint does kind of ruin the look of pants from the back, but you don't really see the pants from the front. I think they did a great job with the way his pants meet the boots, and the laces on the boots look pretty good. I also like the fact that they went with the whole black and white vibe for these figures. That's a really, really smart choice. I dig that as a fan of the film. But we gotta talk about this head here, because this head is funky. First of all, the heavy eyeliner on these eyes give him a kind of a Charlie Chaplin look, which I'm not terribly fond of. You can see that the sculpt does look kind of like Bryan O'Halloran in that film, especially with the hair. But, man, something got lost with the paint. Like the way his mouth is smirking, and then the paint of the goatee and the paint on the lips just gives him a really weird, creepy vibe. And, I saw two of these in stores, and both of them had that really heavy eyeliner. When with that eyeballs, it gives him kind of like a creepy stare with a creepy smirk. I don't know, it just kind of creeps me out. I could see what they're going for. I think they did a good job with like the sculpt of his goatee, the sculpt of his nose, but this Dante is like creeper Charlie Chaplin Dante, and I'm not biggest fan of it. But he does come with some really cool accessories, including his little plate of lasagna that he gets. So that's cool. I like the fact that the little piece is cut out. It's a little, hollow on the bottom, but it looks cool. Again, painted in like a gray scale, black and white scale. Carton of eggs. This is a cool accessory because it's, used in the film, but this makes me want a Walt Flanagan action figure of the egg guy with like his own little diorama of the refrigerator egg section. Then we've got the hockey stick for when they play hockey on the roof. And you get a little hockey puck. Now there's also the diorama, which we'll get to. Without even having assembled the diorama yet, I'm already disappointed, just like out of the packaging. Now look, here's the sidewalk with the little slit that the backdrop plugs into. My problem with this backdrop is that it's like bent. Like out of the package, it's already curved. So once I apply the stickers, I'm sure the other one might not be curved, and then the sticker's going to want to like peel up at one end because it's curved and they won't line up properly. That's annoying. Every other backdrop I've had from Diamond Select at least has been flat, so this is annoying. But at least the artwork on the inside looks cool. Like if you're familiar with the film, and the inside of the Quick Stop, the little sign on the register and the exterior door with the nails ads. That's cool. Comes with the little Quick Stop sticker and the sign that you can tape to the front. You have to get the Randal figure, and we'll put the two together once I open up Randal. But what really disappoints me is these stickers that you could put on the inside. This is the actual like sheet that the stickers are on. You can see already how like warped they are. And first of all, like not only warping it, but when you unroll it, you can feel it start to unpeel. Like this is such piss poor handling of stickers, and like Diamond Select is not new to toys, so this is really like beneath them, I think. Like I don't know what the hell they were thinking with stickers being all wrinkly, and when you try to lay them out, they're going to be like all curved. Like this is just stupid on their part. The artwork of the sliding door has tape on it, which should line up to the tape of the sticker along the edge. So I hope I can line this up properly and not screw it up. Hey, I actually did it. Alright, here's that wrinkly sticker. And this top edge should line up and go over that edge of the counter. One thing you gotta be careful with these, since they are curved, is little air bubbles can get trapped in there. I have one stuck in there that I can't seem to rub out. So here's a final look at the diorama, and with Dante and Randal hanging out in front of it. One of the problems I have with it was, since the Dante one was kind of bent, the whole thing does kind of lean forward a bit. You can see a big curve going towards the top, and then, you know, on this side technically it's leaning back. But I do love the artwork on both sides. I think it, you know, it looks really, really cool. I like all the details, you know, for the wraps and the nails gun. I don't see any Chuli's gum anywhere, but everything looks really cool. I don't know why this freezer needed to be a sticker though. This easily could have just been artwork of a freezer with the seam down the middle. It would have looked fine. This didn't need to be a giant sticker to apply. Just a little bit ago, I was wondering, why the hell does he come with a hockey puck? They don't use a hockey puck in the film. And then I took a closer look at it and realized, oh, it's the shoe polish that he smells like all day, because he uses shoe polish to make the sign for the outside. This is a nice little accessory, and it's a nice little detail that I didn't notice. Now, this figure looks pretty good. The sculpt is pretty well done, and despite my complaints about his weird face and my complaints about the diorama, I still like the details within the diorama, and I still like this figure. If anything, there's just one little thing I could wish for. If they really wanted to blow my skirt up, they would have made the counter a separate piece that he could actually, you know, stand behind and like lean on and be like, I'm not even supposed to be here today. That would have been really, really cool. Because Diamond Select does make some pretty cool dioramas, some sculpted dioramas. Look at some of their Marvel stuff. Hell, look at their Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back diorama. The whole circular base with the railing. They could have assembled a front counter for this, or at least a separate cardboard counter that sits in front that he can then stand behind. I don't know, that'd be really cool, but that's just me wishing. I still dig this figure a lot. Thanks for watching.